good afternoon, and good night, depending on where you are. Follow, like, subscribe, and get involved in the Sky Richards Explains channel. Many good things coming up in the future. A lot of interesting bits and pieces, but today we are continuing with the PMS saga. Now, why did I bring up PMS as a subject? I explained that in the first episode, to make people understand, especially the men out there, that the delicacy that a woman needs to feel towards this time has to be really quite understood. The misunderstandings that it creates are huge, and relationships fail because of it. So what's the remedy? Quite simply, what is the remedy that you guys out there in this relationship can make your relationship even tighter and stronger? So when your woman has that period, you make a joke about it, or you understand it to such an extent that it's not such a major scenario. Firstly, the wonderful women out there, and I say the wonderful women out there, sit your man down and explain to him, honey, these dates, these particular dates and time period, this is what I go through. This is how I feel. Why? Because of my period. So, can you please stop doing these particular things, because they will most definitely annoy me a lot more. My aggression element is extremely high at those times, so I'm likely to shout at you, to be annoyed with you, to lose my temper with you on every category. I can't help it, it's just the way I have to go through. So women, wonderful women out there, sit your man down over a period, make him a dinner. Say, this is PMS dinner. What, honey? Yep, it's PMS dinner. What do you mean PMS dinner? I want to explain to you what I go through so you understand. So you adjust yourself a little bit for me, so I won't have to be annoyed or misunderstand things. Let me assure you, how many times have you actually done this? Probably never. You've never sat your guy down and said, this is how I feel during these periods. Can you please curb the normal annoyance that you give to me on a regular basis that I actually take no notice on? And I love you for, because I'm in love with you. But at these particular periods, love doesn't matter. Okay? So if you could possibly just curb a little bit, then it would be appreciated. This will be very effective, I assure you. Do it. The other remedy, guys, on the time that you spend on your Facebook, on the time that you spend talking to your guy about football and the beer you had yesterday, or the drinks at the party you went to, or whatever rubbish or interesting scenario that you're going through that you explain to them, spend 5-10 minutes understanding the cycle of your woman and go do some research. Really, there's loads of stuff on the internet that will help you to understand what your woman goes through at this period. And maybe you can have a chat with her and say, hey, I had a look at this and realized that you go through this, and this is the situation. I want to be able to understand it more, so I can curb myself at those periods. You guys do this, let me assure you, the guy eventually will quite simply understand what you go through, and he will adjust to that. You will appreciate that, and love will be even more. Maybe the guy, your husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever it would be, will be a little bit more delicate at those times, a little bit more sensitive at those times, because now he understands what you go through. Yeah? Never take the period for granted. This is a positive step, let me assure you. Take the effort to make that positive step, both of you, as a woman and a male, especially the male. Because the male basically doesn't really care. He just thinks about, oh, we cannot have any fun this week because you're on your period. Okay then, end of story. It's not just that. Go into it a little bit deeper, that's all. It's worth it, let me assure you. We'll take half an hour. Not long for a level of understanding and sitting there and chatting about it. Just a little bit. Really, to make it understood. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's up to you. Follow, like, get involved. Sky Richards Explains. I'm looking forward to bringing you all the other topics, and thanks so much for coming through. You guys take care.